Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about exceptionally stupid stuff today. From Pennsylvania House of Representatives. Well, summarizing this, soy-infused retarded bull fucking shit. Suffice to say, it's the government mandating forced sterilization of part of the population. All of this because the reactionary here doesn't quite like the Texas abortion law, which me, as a pro-abortion dude, yes, I'm pro-abortion, is a very good law because it stipulates a limit to the time period between you having the right to abort and when you should not. And I think this is a good time. Because you're not that retarded, are you? When you don't know if you're pregnant or where, for instance, I don't know, you start puking or you don't have your period or something like that, or your body changes. Don't tell me you don't notice those things, do you? Because if you don't do it and you do not notice, I think you may actually have more problems. Anyway, I think it's a very good law, and abortion should not be used as a contraceptive. It should not be used to, oh God, I forgot the money off the pill. Don't worry, I'm just gonna have an abortion later. No, it should not be done for things like that. You absolute troglodyte. I think that this is a good compromise. Now, what you see here is one of the most retarded fucking bullshits I've seen in a very good while. Let me zoom in so it's easy for you morons to read. Alright.
For far too long, the public debate around abortion, contraception, and related reproductive matters has thrust the government into the center of restrictions on the bodily autonomy of women and girls.
This is a bit of a problem. Haven't you noticed that this is a bad word? You should either use womanixon or girlixon. You should not use women and girls. This is very, very transphobic. Very transphobic. Should not be allowed. Or it should be baby creators or baby makers. That's more inclusive, isn't it?
Rarely there is there a meaningful longer-run public policy focusing on the personal responsibility of cisgender medicine in this sphere.
Wait, didn't they use inseminators? Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, federal report authorities does. Did they actually change the nomenclature? I'm pretty sure. Here it is, inseminators. So yes, it hasn't been added. We're good.
The rights of cisgender men have always been paramount in your society, with little focus on the responsibility of inseminators to change their behaviors for the good of their partners, families, and societies at large.
If female rights is that paramount, why is it that men overwhelmingly lose custody battles? Why is it overwhelmingly difficult for men to even seek out help when they are raped? Why is it overwhelmingly difficult to find shelter for men when they are victims of their partners, be it gay or women, attacking them? After all, I think there's only one in the entire country of the US for a shelter for men, battered men. Why is it that men have a higher seppuku rate than womanixon? Why is it men who die more on their jobs? Of course, those tiny little pesky details are not very important.
As we head toward climax, on this heated discussion around this delicate matter, we should come together to address it with surgical precision. We must also commit to amending social fabric being slipped up by a bit of acrimony. I'm totally not reactionary. In order to improve public health outcomes and release sweet justice into our household, sweet justice! In bedrooms, we must wrap our love of individual liberty in the moral imperative of greater personal responsibility, acknowledgement, and social role in procreation.
You would think that they're actually going to give the right for men to actually abort as well, but... yeah.
And therefore, I'll be introducing legislation that will require all inseminators!
Well, this is interesting. Inseminators, that's usually dedicated to... The first thing that came to my mind when I read that phrase, inseminator... That reminds me. It's a plant. That reminds me of plants. Plants inseminating other plants. That's how retarded these woke retards, those woke, filthy morons are in regards to this. They actually change the definition, words, peddle nonsense, and fuck things up constantly. Where was I?
To undergo vasectomies within 6 weeks from having their third or 40th birthday, whichever comes first.
Who wants to bet that this moron, wife's or girlfriend's boyfriend will not be covered within this law if it ever passes? Obviously, this thing is not going to pass. It's just a reactionary law of making a mockery of the entire system because the guy is a moron. But for some absolute odd reason he gets to pass. Who wants to bet that his girlfriend's boyfriend will not be subjected to this law? After all, these sophisticated people are way above the laws that rules us plebeians. Oh.
Further legislation will allow Pennsylvania to take action for unwanted pregnancies against inseminators who wrongfully conceive a child with them. This legislation will also empower Pennsylvania to enforce this new law, offering $10,000 reward for reporting the proper authorities those scofflaws who have not complied with the statute within the allotted time frame. Really? Hey, you lower your pants. Let me examine your dick. As long as state legislatures continue to restrict the reproductive rights of cis women Xen, trans men Xen, and non-binary Xen people Xen, there should be laws that restrict the possibility of men Xen who impregnate Xen. And thus, my bill will also codify a wrongful conception Xen to include when a person has demonstrated negligence towards preventing conception during intercourse.
Fuck me.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. In the spirit of this popular axiom, I encourage my colleagues to take a gander at the forthcoming bill that sex trend is a cashless gender double standard for the benefit of all individuals or families on our great CubWorth.
What a fucking retard. Well, it couldn't get any worse after all. He just doesn't follow the stereotype of these people, does he? I mean, it's not like there's a stereotype of governing these morons or anything like that, is there? Let's take a peek. See if I'm not doxing myself. I think we fine. Yeah, we're fine. Let's take a look.
Well done, rabble rouser, public sector, servant represent the people of Fuller in PA 290 district and open surveillance. Him.
So, did you find the stereotype? First stereotype. Blue checkmark, or in this case, white checkmark. Pronoun gang spotted. Pronoun mafia spotted. Well, how? Isn't this interesting, is it? They're very interesting. Here's how he actually introduced this retardness.
Albeit the truth of the bill, inspired by Representative Count Cassidy that requires all inseminators to undergo vasectomies within 6 weeks of having their third child of 40th birthday, whichever comes first. Oh.
Yeah, this guy here even has the look that he is actually not going to enforce this law on his girlfriend's boyfriend. Or his girlfriend's boyfriend. We can feel it. That this law will not be enforced into that. After all, these people are sophisticated, not like us plebeians. No, really, what is this retard? He actually thinks it's an anti-abortion law in Texas? No, it is not. Then again, these are the same people who actually think that you can abort at 9 months of pregnancy. That's how retarded these people are. Well, we are dealing with bottom feeders, or at the very shallow end of the gene pool. Anyway, if you like this type of content and you want to facepalm as much as I just did, stay right here on YouTube.com/Dr. Jester. Seriously, I always fuck up the outro. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more of my failures to douse on your screen. Or if you want me to lose hope in humanity when I read news like that. Yeah. Anyway, on that bombshell, have a great fucking night. After all, the world is going to shit.